Hey guys, so today we're gonna make some sausage rolls, making my own sausage meat here with minced chicken. I'm using minced chicken as opposed to red meat. I mean, you can experiment with red meat if you like, but we're going with minced chicken today. I've got my puff pastry, got some breadcrumbs, these are panko breadcrumbs, an egg, some onions I fried off with a little bit of oil and salt. Don't put it in raw because it will draw out a lot of water and you need the rawness out of the onions and the sweetness in it. Some dried herbs, it's optional, but I've got some vegetable stock. I've just been using this one, it's just what I have. You can use a little bit of chicken stock if you prefer. Some black pepper, garlic powder and some salt. So this is 1 kilo of minced chicken, and that's just under 1 cup of breadcrumbs, which we might not need, we'll see how we go, and puff pastry. Okay. Add my herbs. I'm gonna add, you can add whatever dried herbs you like. I'm gonna add some parsley, a little bit of thyme. I'm going to put a little bit of oregano in as well. Okay. I'm just going to scrunch it a little bit to make it a bit finer, because the panko breadcrumbs I'm using is quite coarse, quite thick, quite big pieces. I've got that much left. That's about, what, a quarter cup of breadcrumbs left. I might not need that, so maybe 3/4 breadcrumbs is plenty if you're using panko dried breadcrumbs like me. Okay, so I've got the puff pastry here and I've just cut them into 3 sections like this. I will need more than 1 box of puff pastry because I've got quite a lot of meat. Been quite greedy today and a bit ambitious. It's 1 kilo of meat, so I've got 3 or 4 boxes, but if I don't get around to doing them all, I might freeze some of this meat so I can make the sausage rolls quicker another day. Get your egg wash ready and just brush it on the edge, and so it will bind nicely. Okay, and then just literally roll it over. Try and do it a little quick, like that. Okay, some people like pressing it down with a fork. Don't think I need to here. That looks pretty neat. Going to set the air fryer on now for 200 degrees. Yeah, I think I will use the single zone temperature. I think 200 degrees is fine. 20 minutes, I believe, at least. We'll start 20 minutes and see how that goes. Leave that to preheat and then we'll egg wash in the meantime. My parchment paper sheets have come from Amazon. They've arrived. These are the ones that I said I'd buy, and the delivery was pretty quick. So they're by the brand Cat Bite, and they're extra strong. Thickness is 45 GSM, if that means anything to you. And they are unbleached, 200 sheets, 12 by 16 inches, the 30 by 40 centimeter ones that I bought. So this is what it looks like. That's how long I think it is. Inside the tray, you remember I said I like it a little bit longer, just to protect the sides a bit from any oil or spillages. But there are two other smaller sizes that should fit in a bit more neatly if that's what you prefer. The link is in the video description if you want to try them out. I do recommend. I think it's a bargain for 200 sheets for this quality. But if you do find some other ones better, whether it's better quality or value, please let me know in my comments. But for now, these are the ones I am using. And if I need it for dual zone, what I'll do is I'll just cut it into two and use it that way because they're big enough anyway. I've transferred them over to this baking parchment sheet and I'm going to egg wash it now so I can just lift the whole sheet up and pop them into the air fryer. I've sprayed them ever so lightly and now they're going to go in for 20 minutes, turn them over around 10 minutes. Going to do some more with another box of pastry. I have learned to cut them smaller sizes this time. They're not very straight, but it's okay. So I've made some more here. I guess these are the normal standard size sausage rolls. So I've done 6 normal size ones here and I guess 3 super long ones in there. And I've still got quite a lot of meat left, so I will probably freeze this meat, and then I can make some fresh sausage rolls another time. So yeah, I've used 2 packs of puff pastry, so I've got 6 mini ones and that's almost halfway, and 3 longer ones in the air fryer. Okay, they're looking pretty good.
I did food done yet.
Not yet, baby. Bottom is not cooked, so I'm flipping them over. Put them back in. These are 20 minutes in the oven. I turn them over halfway. Look pretty good. I'm going to cut them in half, see what they look like inside. So I cut them and I put them in for a couple more minutes because I wanted it a bit more browned.
Turn fresh and better than you then.
Looks pretty good. Time for a taste test. Got some spicy ketchup sauce. Gonna dunk it in. It is cooked inside. It's well seasoned. It's nice and crispy. The puff pastry is cooked on both sides. I made sure to turn it over so I don't have any soggy raw pastry. You add in whatever herbs you want, but I do think the onions that are cooked added in makes a difference. if you give these a go, let me know in the comments. Probably be good in the fridge for a few days, 2-3 days. I probably wouldn't freeze these now that they've cooked, but afterthought, I should have left some aside uncooked and frozen those instead, as opposed to cooking them, cooking too much and thinking about freezing. So next time I will probably not cook so many and chuck them in the freezer uncooked, and then just whack them out and put them in the air fryer or oven next time I want some, and then they'll be fresh baked then instead. So this is the sausage meat that's left over. I'm just adding some potato starch in. I'm going to make some sausages with it. So just roll these out into sausage-like shapes. Just roll them out with my hands, and I am preheating the air fryer. I've set it for 200 degrees for about 20 minutes. We'll turn them over halfway at 10 minutes in. But yeah, I've just added a couple of teaspoons of potato starch or corn flour, whatever you have. They've already got the panko breadcrumbs in when I was mixing it for the sausage rolls, and these have got the onions and a bit of garlic in and the herbs, so we'll see what they look like. So I am putting them in one side of the air fryer. I'm going to cook them for 20 minutes, 200 degrees. I'll turn them halfway, and I have sprayed it lightly with some oil. I have turned them over. They have browned a little bit, but they are quite thick, so they probably won't be cooked yet in the middle. So if it burns quick, then just turn the temperature down maybe a little bit, or just keep checking on them so you don't burn. But yeah, colour's looking nice so far. Put it back in. Looking nice. I think I'll flip them over once more. Okay, I believe they're cooked. Okay, looking good, and we'll plate them up. There you go. They look a bit like chicken wings for some reason. But yeah, these are my skinless sausages that I've just air fried for 20 minutes. Okay, so maybe get some ketchup on these. They look like chicken wings. But yeah, they're crispy. I'll cut one in half and see what it looks like. So it's still juicy, it's quite moist, it is from minced chicken, so it doesn't dry out too easily. Okay. I've got one picky eater. One of my kids is pretty fussy. He doesn't like to see anything green or healthy in his food. When it comes to sausages, so I think he'll be pleased with these. So there you go, guys. This is just from my leftover meat, minced chicken from my sausage rolls yesterday. Okay, give it a go. Don't forget, these can be cooked in the oven as well as the air fryer. If you're using the air fryer, about 200 degrees, between 20-25 minutes, depending on how powerful your air fryer is. And don't forget to flip them over halfway to brown and cook the other side of the sausage rolls. Okay, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.